day 13 of Vlogmas. So today is a Sunday, so I'm going to do some crafting for myself. So this morning I've already started the day off doing a bit of my cross stitch, and I hope to cut a dress out this afternoon. And it's basically going to be the same pattern as this dress that I'm wearing, but I'm going to do it in Christmas fabric. So hopefully I'll get it at least cut out so that it's ready to sew. So the pattern that I'm wearing is the penny dress by Sew Over It, and it's a shirt dress with a button placket goes to about the waist, and then it's got a half circle skirt at the bottom. And when I turn around, it goes like this. So the fabric I used is a Lady Mcelroy hydrangea fabric, and it's a lawn material, so it's got quite a bit of body in the material. And if I wore a petticoat underneath, I could have it so it's sort of stuck out a little bit more at the bottom. But obviously, if I'm just wearing it around the house, I'm not going to bother with a petticoat. But I do like this pattern. It does need some more modifications from this version. I did modify the bust, or the length of the front bodice, to accommodate for my bust area, but I actually could have done with another inch or so. So I've already made modifications to the pattern pieces to accommodate for that, so hopefully this version will be slightly better. But it'll be interesting to see how it turns out, because I'm doing it in a quilting cotton rather than a lawn. The lawn is a lighter cotton fabric, so that it sort of drapes a little bit better, so it will probably have even more structure doing it in the quilter's cotton. So we'll just have to see how it turns out. It's a Christmas dress anyway, so I'd only really wear it for Christmas Day, or if I went on a Christmas do. So it's time to show you what socks I've got on.
These are the good times with you, baby. This year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, da 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 da, oh, 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 da 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 da. Making our Christmas memories. Yes, these are the good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you. Just you and nobody else. It's so good to see you again, to see you again. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, yeah. I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Whoa, oh, oh. Da, 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 oh, oh, oh. Da, 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 oh, oh, oh. Da, 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 da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be?
So I've cut the top pattern pieces out, and I did that upstairs, but I needed a little bit of extra room to do the skirt panels because obviously they're quite wide. For the penny dress, there is one big skirt panel, and you're supposed to cut it on the fold here. So obviously, because the fabric isn't so wide with it being quilter's cotton, I can't actually sort of cut it on the fold because it's not wide enough. But I've managed to get the skirt panel on the width of the fabric with 1.5 centimetre seam allowance added to the one side. It is literally just fit. So I'm going to cut out 2 panels of those instead of it being just 1 panel, and then you have 1 seam normally on the one side, but I'll have 2 seams either side. But that's absolutely fine. And I've got all my other pieces cut out, so once I cut this out I can then start putting on the interfacing and start sewing things together. So for this material I've used about 3.5 meters for my size. So for my size I cut the size 20 for most of the dress, and then I've added a couple of inches for the body pieces. So at least a size 20 you can get out of a 3.5 meter piece of the quilter's cotton, but normally for this dress, for instance, I used 150 centimetre wide fabric, and I actually managed to get that out of 2.5 metres. And I think that the pattern instructions say that you're supposed to need more, but I managed to get this out of 2.5 and this one out of 3.5 metres because it's a narrower fabric. Right, let's get cutting.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone...
I'm now cutting some interfacing for the collar and the button placket out of scraps that I've got in my stash, and this is woven interfacing, so it's got, you can see the weave in the fabric, but it's still iron on, and I'm going to iron those onto the back of the pieces and also mark my notches once they're ironed on. So I've marked the notches onto the pattern pieces using a heat erasable pen, and that's in the seam allowance anyway, so I don't need to worry about it coming off or anything. This is the front panel, and you can see the adjustments I've made to it to give me a little bit more space for my bust. And now I've marked all the notches, I can start doing some sewing. So I've joined the front and back panels of the bodice, doing the yoke bit at the top, and there's some gathering stitches there. I've joined the front and back bodice at the sides, and I've also hemmed the sleeves as well. So I've sort of done most of the top. I just need to do the collar and the facing now, and then onto the skirt.
Together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside. Gather around the fireplace, and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday. It means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents. But it's fair to say that Christmas is...
I now have the collar attached. You can see it just there. This is going to be a very, very bright Christmassy dress.
Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fire.
Guess what? It's finished! I quite like it with the belt on, just to break up the print a bit, because it is a little bit mad. Time for your chocolate, Adam!
Yep, day 13.
You haven't been as good as me though, you haven't made a dress.
I haven't. We've got a Mars, a lint,
Which lint is it?
a dark one,
Ooh.
and a squash dark one as well.
Oh no, is it
A
melted?
bit, yeah. Day 13.
Yep. Can you find it?
Oh, the top. Ooh. It's like a Christmas tree.
We have our ups and downs, but when there's
We've got a lovely Yule Ball Christmas tree. And lots of extras. Either that or Adam's done it completely wrong.
falling down and it is cold outside.
Got the bear pocket today. Whoa, we've got a lint and a galaxy caramel.
Favorite holiday. It means so much more than words can say. And I claim Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents. But it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. This year I'll think about how I'm so lucky to have a place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way.